As you travel down through that door, you're going to open it and step through. Tell me what you see.
It's snowy on the other side, and there's an older gentleman with a walking staff and a cloak who's helping me through.
Okay. Thank him for his assistance. Who is that?
He seems familiar, but I'm not quite sure who.
Okay. Can you look down at your feet? What are you wearing?
My feet are bare.
Barefoot. Is it still snowing?
It is.
Are you wearing clothing?
I'm in royalty type elven style clothing. The dress has long arms to it. It's all white.
Beautiful. This white dress that you're wearing, are you male or female?
I am female.
Wonderful. What are you doing there right now? Do you have anything in your hands?
Somebody is placing a crown on my head, and it has a green stone in it that sits over my third eye, and it's made of gold.
What does that represent to you?
I don't know.
What do they call you there? Hear somebody call your name.
I can't quite make out the name.
Okay.
I want to say it's like it sounds similar to Inara, but that's not quite it. Maybe Ilana.
When I say Ilana, does that resonate?
It did pique my interest.
Okay. Let's go ahead and see what's happening. Is this a crowning ceremony for you? What are you being crowned for? Take a look around. Are there others in the room?
It almost seems like a wedding ceremony. There's a gentleman standing next to me who's dressed just as elaborately with a similar crown.
See if you recognize him.
I can't see his face. They won't show me.
Okay. Imagine yourself eating a meal, leaving this scene, floating through time and space. Where do you go?
Into the woods.
Do you have a home there?
I do.
What does your home look like?
It's like a witch's hut out deep in the woods.
Is it visible to any that walk by, or is it only visible to you and your family? Is it a hidden realm? And what is your role in that home? Are you the only one that lives there?
I am.
Are you still wearing a white robe?
I am not.
What do you wear now?
Old, tattered clothes that are grays and browns. Something that I could easily hide in if need be.
Is this the same life that we were just at with the wedding? Or is this another life?
It is not the same.
Do both of these lives need healing?
I don't know.
Okay. Let's take a look at the witch's hut. What type of potion would you be providing there? And who are you assisting?
I have a variety of different things for a variety of different circumstances.
Do many people come to you?
Only true believers.
What are they believing in?
The old ways.
What year is it for you?
I'm getting 1600.
Okay. And what country?
I'm hearing Spain.
And how old are you there?
I am an old lady, a crone.
And what's the significance of this day?
This is the day they found me.
And what happened?
They hung me from a tree by a lake.
Who were these that hung this person, this old witch?
The townspeople.
Let's go ahead and leave that body. Take your last breath from that body as the old witch. Tell me where you go.
I open my eyes and look out across the lake. See a lady rising from the lake with a sword in her hand, cutting me free, releasing my soul.
And then where does your soul go after this lovely lady of the lake assists you?
I disappear like a mist.
And where does the mist go? Follow it through.
Goes up into the sky, over the trees, and into another baby, many miles away.
Do you go immediately into another baby, or do you go and meet with your guides first?
Immediately,
Immediately. Beautiful. And then let's follow the life. What is this new life?
I feel like I'm a noble. I'm a boy this time.
A boy?
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. And where do you imagine that you are now as you grow into a young man? Find a place that's important in that life.
There was a tower that I used to always go and stand in, watch the sunset, watch over the citizens.
What country do you live in now?
England.
And do you have a name there?
I keep hearing Enoch,
Enoch.
but I don't know if I'm hearing that correctly.
Imagine somebody calling to you in the tower. Do you hear them call Enoch?
No, Isaac. Sorry.
That's okay. Isaac, what year is it for you?
1703.
And do you have a surname that you can share?
I cannot because I am not legitimate.
You are an illegitimate child?
That is correct.
Do you know who your father was?
I do not.
And who do you live with then, Isaac?
I have been handed off to a noble family to be raised by them.
Very good. And what things do you learn while you're being raised by them?
Proper education, deceit, and how to cover it up.
What are you covering up, please?
Deceit.
Deceit. Oh, that's a rough lesson. What needs to be deceived?
There were many things that were not appropriate, that were frowned upon. Many different things, not just one.
Is this something that everybody practices during this time?
Yes,
How does that make you feel?
I don't like it. I want the truth revealed.
Let's go forward to another time and place in this life that's important. Where are you now?
I'm in the woods.
What are you doing there?
I'm not sure. I'm
Let's,
preparing for something, but I don't know what.
are you on horseback?
No, I'm on foot.
Are there others with you?
Not yet, but I'm anticipating more.
What are you carrying?
Books, scrolls,
How old are you now?
middle-aged.
And where do you bring these books and scrolls to? Are you protecting them?
I am.
Has something happened?
The Brotherhood doesn't want me to say.
Okay.
I am sworn to secrecy.
Oh, that life is past, though. That secrecy is no longer an issue.
It's information that could be detrimental to this day.
Okay. Then the secrecy remains. Go back to the morning of before you left with the scrolls. What was happening there?
We were meeting in an old rundown church.
How many were meeting?
7.
And do you call yourselves something?
Brotherhood of the 7.
How long have you been the Brotherhood?
Many years, many generations.
Do you have children that are also in this Brotherhood?
I never had a child.
I see. How did you come to join this Brotherhood?
They sought me out
Was that because of your position within the family?
because of my knowledge and my abilities.
What are your abilities?
I am a seer.
I understand. Go forward to the next important moment in that life, traveling through time and space. What is the plan?
I have hidden the documents in a place that they will never be found.
And are they still hidden to this day?
They are.
Good. Then you've done your job. Travel forward. What is the next important time and event?
I am a knight and I am walking with a lady.
And is this another lifetime?
It is.
Okay. And where are you walking?
Down some steps, leaving our home.
What is the lady's name?
Ravina.
And where do you live?
Scotland.
What year is it for you here in Scotland as a knight?
1608.
And do they address you as Sir?
They do.
What's your name?
Sir Frederick.
Sir Frederick, are you wearing armor?
I am.
Why are you wearing armor on this day?
We are being called to the castle.
And who's there at that castle?
The queen. She beckons for us.
Who is your queen, Sir Frederick?
Mary.
Mary, Queen of Scots.
Mm-hmm.
How long have you served under her or for her?
A short time.
I see. Travel forward to that moment when you're at the castle. What happens next?
We are there to greet other royal families for a gathering.
Are they all from Scotland?
No.
Where do they come in from?
Many different locations.
And what is your role here after you greet?
Keep a vigilant eye.
And what are we watching for?
Anything.
Is it because there's so many guests at the castle that there's concern?
Not necessarily concern, just having a watchful eye.
How many join you in this mission?
All of us. 50 or more.
I see. And how long does this event go on of the royal family's gathering?
A week.
And what happens during that week?
Uneventful.
Uneventful. Very good. Move forward in that life. Do you and your wife have children?
We do.
How many children do you have?
1.
A boy or a girl?
A girl.
What do you call her?
Rose.
Beautiful. And what is the next eventful moment in this life moving forward?
Bandits attack us on the road, killing my wife and child.
Who else was traveling with you?
It was just the 3 of us.
What happens to you after?
I turn very dark and vengeful. I become the Black Knight.
You become the Black Knight. Okay. And then do you end up gathering men to your side as the Black Knight?
No.
What do you do as the Black Knight?
Hunt down every single one who killed my family.
And are you successful on that quest?
I am.
How many were there?
7.
And did you know them before this event happened?
I did not.
Did they make it easy for you to find them?
No. It took many years.
What's the next event that happens in this life?
I die an old man by myself. No one with me.
Are you still in Scotland?
I am not.
Where are you?
I've wandered here, there, so much that I don't know.
Go ahead and take the last breath. And as you leave that body, where do you go next?
I am a soldier.
Where are you a soldier at?
Germany. But
What
I
year
am not
is-
German.
What year is this for you?
During the World War II era,
If you're not German, what are you if you call a nationality?
I am American.
Do you know where you are in Germany?
I do not.
What is your rank?
I am a lower class soldier, a foot soldier.
And what do you do while you're there?
We are on a mission to find something.
Move forward to the point where you find what you're looking for.
I never did find it.
You don't. What were you looking for at the time?
A painting.
Was it from where?
I don't know. They didn't give us exact information.
I see. Move forward in that life. What happens next? That's important.
We're crossing a field. Most of everybody crossed into the trees on the other side, but I didn't make it.
Is that where you lost your life?
It is.
See yourself leaving that body, going up, 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 up. Where do you go?
Amongst the angels.
What's happening there?
They're telling me to rest.
How long do you rest?
A few years.
And then what did
And
that
I
rest?
am reborn.
I see. What did that rest encompass? What did you do when you rest?
Learning
What types of things do you learn?
everything.
How many lives have you had by this time?
Too many to count.
And then where do you go next? What's your new assignment?
I am reborn into the one that is now.
Wonderful. And this has been a challenging life for the one that is now, calling her Rose. May I at this point speak with her higher self?
Yes.
Thank you so very much. How is Rose doing right now?
She's barely hanging on.
Hoping to help her with some of this healing that needs to happen. As it seems like many of these past lives that you've shown her all have some aspect of learning that will assist her in this life and or clearing. Why did you show her the life where she was getting a crown?
To show her her true beauty. To show her how powerful she truly is.
Beautiful. And the one with the old woman in the witch's hut?
To show her her connection to the earth. Her magic.
And what about the life of Isaac? What's the importance of that life?
To let the truth be revealed. To no longer hide it.
And then for the night?
To release and let go of that anger. That hatred, that darkness. Do not let it consume her.
And then finally the soldier?
That no matter what, you can still achieve your goals. To stay on the mission. To stay the course.
And what is her mission in this life, please?
To reveal the truth and awaken everybody.
And who is she?
She is the truth bringer. She is an activator, one who will do many things.
Now she knows that she's either an aspect of Metatron or a warrior of Metatron. Can you advise what that role is?
There is more to come. That has been undetermined at this point.
Okay.
However, she is going to have to step into that role when it does.
And why did we end up meeting here this evening?
Because she is ready and needs to be at that point when all of this happens.
And how did we connect in past lives?
You guys have had many past lives together.
Dare I ask how many?
More than 1,000.
Can you take a quick look at her body? Now, I did clearing of her chakras. I saw that her hands and feet and ear chakras were blocked, and she's also got emotional blocks. Do we need to open those?
Yes.
Let's go ahead and do that now, please. What will you use for her hands and feet?
Her feet are because she's going to inspire others with movement. Her hands, because she needs to let the energy flow with her healing.
And her ears?
She needs to hear the messages as they're coming in, which she is unable to.
Is that the case for mine as well? I know that they were getting cleared out, but what percentage am I at?
You're almost there. You're at 75.
Can we move that further today? Thank you for your assistance.
You're very welcome.
And how did we do? I know that you've said her emotional healing, that there's some anger, past anger that needs to be let go of.
There is.
May I assist with that, please?
Absolutely.
Okay. Let's go ahead and connect with the life of the Black Knight. And let's go ahead and find out where that anger resides in the heart. What would you like to do to remove it?
This is where I struggle because she is not letting it go.
Why does she think she needs to hold on to this anger? Is it trying to protect her?
It is her defense mechanism because she's afraid to love again.
But as you can see, there are many lives, and there is always love. And love comes in many forms. Love comes in many forms. She has a child now, where perhaps the knight lost a child then, but she has a child now.
She also has lost a child, which darkens her even worse.
Is there a way that we can connect to that child? May we call that energy in for her to experience?
Absolutely.
Is this?
His name is...
Thank you for that. May we speak with?
Hello.
Hello. We
Hi.
are so very blessed to have you come. I know your mommy has been very upset with the loss, and yet here you are.
She has.
Why did you have to leave so soon?
There were many things that I had to take care of that I couldn't.
So you needed to be in the etheric to take care of those things?
I did.
Were there other lives that were happening at the same time?
There were many roles that I had to play.
Was this an aspect of a contract that the two of you agreed to before you got here?
I had to break the contract because of something that would have happened that was not written.
I see. So it actually was a benefit that you were doing? A service?
It was.
Beautiful. So much love for you to do that.
It hurt me a lot, but I also left because of who my father was too.
Yes, I understand. Is there any healing that I can do for you at this time to take away that pain?
But she needs everything.
Okay.
I have come to terms with everything and I am good, but she needs it.
Okay. What would you like to say to her at this time that's important for her to know and hear from you?
I am always here with you, Mommy. Don't cry over me. We will be together again.
Thank you. And Rose, what would you like to say?
I miss him more than anything in this world. My firstborn that I never got to hold or hear his cry. Everything that I'll be missing that he won't be part of physically. I do know that he is here with me, though.
Is there a way that you can let Mommy know that as she's experiencing these moments with her little boy, that she'll know that you would have had similar experiences to soothe her heart?
I am always there with the two of them watching. And my brother knows that I'm there.
Do they both know that you're there?
She's not always aware of it, but she does.
Beautiful. Well, having this session will help her with that heart healing. What kind of a ray can we send in to soothe and put a balm on that and mend that heart? What can we let go of and what can we add? Can we let go of some of that pain or all of it?
She is ready.
Beautiful. Let's do that now. Let's remove that pain. We don't need to hold that here anymore. You know that your beautiful boy is with you always, watching over you and your little one. Let's go ahead and let that go now, pulling all that pain out of the heart. Tell me when it's done.
Okay.
Thank you. What do you want to put in its place?
I would like to strengthen the bond between me and to understand each other, to love each other, to be able to connect.
Do that now. What ray will you use?
To fill with love.
To fill with love. do that now?
I am done.
Beautiful. And I'd like to thank you so much for coming to this session. Anything else you want to tell Mommy before you go?
I love you, Mommy.
Thank you. And Mommy, any words for...
I love you too, my sweet angel.
Thank you so much for coming and joining us today. And now I want to go back and address the knight's heart. His was a different experience of loss and anger. Now that we've got that heart experiencing some healing, is the knight willing, after seeing that, is he willing to begin to heal as well?
He is.
Beautiful. In the healing, we do connect sometimes with those who we've lost. Shall we invite in Lady Rosina at this time? Lady Rosina, will you come and join this session so that we can get healing for Sir Frederick?
Hello.
Hello. Is there anything that you'd like to share with Sir Frederick? He's missed you greatly.
I love you, my love. I am always here, but you need to let us go. Don't hold on to that pain. We are with you always.
Sir Frederick, what would you like to say?
I was robbed of this time, and I will never forget who took you from me.
But in that loss, yet here she is again before you. We each have our journeys to take, and sometimes they do involve loss in a tragic manner. I'm so sorry. Although you won't forget it, can we find forgiveness?
I have tried, and every time I close my eyes, all I can do is see their final moment.
Go ahead back to see when before that happened, days before this journey. Find a happy moment that you were all sharing together. Tell me where you are.
We're sitting in our home.
And what are you doing?
Rosina is rocking Rose to sleep. And I'm just watching in awe with so much love.
So much love. And now here she is as Rose, with that same love for with that same awe, with that same joy. And now connect one more time with Lady Rosina. Lady Rosina, tell your love what you'd like to say about that moment of awe and joy with your baby.
My love, never let that go. Hold on to that memory. We are here. We love you.
Thank you. And Sir Friedrich, can you feel that love in your heart? Let's remember that there's no time. There's no time. Stay in that love and joy, and let's release that anger. Let's release that. You don't need that anymore for your defense to protect yourself. Are you ready?
I am.
Okay. Let's go ahead and pull all of it out. Pulling all the strands, wrapping it up like a ball, and we're going to throw that ball out into the galactic where it can be transmuted into light and love. Take all of it out. Let me know when you have it.
Okay.
Beautiful. Sending that off with light and love. And what would you like to replace? And what ray of light will you use for that?
Pure happiness.
Pure happiness it is. Filling you up to fullness again. And tell me when it's done.
It is done.
Thank you. Now there was also some challenges that Rose went through in this life that created hurt and pain. What healing do we need to do there?
Trauma.
Where is she holding that trauma in her body?
A bit of everywhere.
Can we remove that trauma at this?
She's kind of tucked it away in little spots here and there throughout her entire body, trying to disperse it and hide it.
What can we do to pull that trauma out of her body?
Completely cleanse her.
Okay, let's do that now. What would you like to use?
The holy water, blessed by God Himself.
Okay, asking for the holy water blessed by God Himself to be used to go over Rose's body, washing her as if she's been dipped in a pool, head to toe, leaving nothing unclean. Let me know when that holy water is complete, removing all the trauma.
It is done, however, I'm having a hard time around her heart.
Okay. Let me come in as Archangel Raziel to assist with the heart, bringing in my light, my magic, filling that cleansing, releasing that trauma. How is that looking now?
Much better.
Beautiful. And any other emotional healing that needs to be done at this time?
She needs help in not being so quick to anger.
Okay. What can we do to calm that frustration down? And what's causing that quick anger?
I'm sure at this moment,
Okay. Should we speak to the anger?
if you can find it, it likes to come and go.
What is the trigger point for the anger? Did it have anything to do with the past light of the Black Knight?
That was part of it. However, I think it's outside forces within the building she lives in as well.
Okay. Do we need to put a protection around this home where she lives in her space and create more sacred space for her?
It wouldn't hurt. She's tried several times, but people and entities and anything you can think of still keep getting through it.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and take a quick look at her body and see if there are any entities or dark spots within the body currently.
It has one at the base of her skull.
Okay. And what is that?
I don't know.
Is that an entity?
It has hidden itself so much that I can't see.
Dark spot at the base of the skull. Come up and reveal yourself. We know that you are there. What is that?
It is something that has latched onto her.
Okay. Bringing the dark spot up, giving it a voice. Dark spot. We are now asking you to reveal yourself.
You will never know who I am.
Oh, I see. And yet we know that you are there.
Oh, I am.
Why have you come here to create problems in the back of her neck?
Because she is such a delicacy.
Why is she a delicacy?
Her power, her energy is so tasteful.
I see. And how long have you been residing there?
Most of her life.
Oh, how old was she?
She was 3.
I see. And did you lose your life?
I have never lived.
You have never lived. Are you a thought form?
No.
Just energy. But now, being there with her, did she give you permission to be there with her?
She didn't, but somebody else did.
While we're here in this plane, on this earth, we have sovereignty. So she has the right to decide. She has free will of who stays and who goes on her being.
Only if she even knew about it and she was convinced differently.
Well, let's ask her, Rose, now that this has come to your awareness, do you want this entity to be on you anymore, hindering you?
No, I do not.
So, dark entity, that we know that you're there and you no longer have permission to stay. So, I'm going to ask my higher self, as Archangel Raziel, to come, and we're going to remove you from her and take you out into the galactic realms.
Ooh, so I can go play elsewhere?
If that's what you do, out into the black of night, out into the galactic realms. Sending Archangel Raziel now, asking Archangel Raphael to come and assist. Taking you off planet. And Rose, let me know when he's gone.
He is gone.
Take a look at the body now. Do you see any more dark spots?
She has one more at the top of her sacrum.
What is happening there?
That was placed there by her mother.
Is that needed anymore?
It never was.
What was that causing?
It was part of the binding that she had done.
Let me know when it's removed.
It's got many tentacles that are holding itself into place.
Let's go ahead and start to pull those out. Take your hands. You have magic in your hands, and imagine that you are removing them fist over fist as if you're pulling a rope out. Go ahead and do that. And as you get all these tentacles Imagine that you're winding it like a ball of yarn.
The parasitic spider.
Go ahead and get all of it. And we have a glass jar, just like you'd catch fireflies in your glass jar. And you're going to take that ball of tentacles, the parasitic spider, and put it in that glass jar. And once it's in there, you're just going to screw the lid on. Let me know when that's done.
It's done.
And then go ahead and send that glass jar up to source to be transmuted into love and light.
It's up there.
Beautiful. What else? What else are we seeing that needs to be cleared on this body?
I think that is it.
Beautiful. Now, what are we going to put back in its place? We want to fill something up into that space where that parasitic spider was.
Healing.
Okay. Sending in the violet ray for healing, letting it fill every spot. And tell me when it's done.
It is done.
Beautiful. Very good work today. Now, I understand that Rose is speaking light language.
She does.
Who is she speaking?
The collective.
The collective? What is this beautiful light language? Can she share it with me today?
Archangel Raziel and Ra. Dorunda Takevantara Dosh. Fish and the Gorandar. Amon the Gosh.
Beautiful. Thank you. And what do we say today? The gist of the meaning.
Blessings with love and light. May all be healed upon this earth. Awaken, my children, awaken.
So beautiful. Just the energy that I felt when you were speaking was tremendous. I thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Can you take a quick look at my being? Sometimes when I'm cleansing and doing work, there's residual. Do I have any residuals around me at this point?
You do.
Is that something we can release at this time?
Absolutely.
Okay. Taking any residuals from any work that I've been doing and sending that back to source with love and with light. And how is that looking now? Thank you. And as we are doing our healing work, can you go ahead and put a white neon light around each of us, myself and Rose, so that these entities and beings that are being drawn to us do not attach, putting like an oil on the outside of it so it's a slick film and they just slide off. Let's do this now, as if it's an egg of neon white light surrounding us. Tell me when you see that done.
It is done.
And then I also want to surround the homes with a similar coating, if you will, that protection of white light. And then just like sleek oil, that if anything that does not belong and is not of the highest and best good cannot permeate the walls and may not be brought into the home. And tell me when the homes have accepted this white light.
Hers is fighting, yours is good.
Okay. And how did you say the homes are doing?
Yours is good and hers is fighting it.
Okay. Let's go ahead and send more light, more white light, asking for God's blessing. Can she sage this home?
She has many times and she can again.
And what's preventing the home? Is it the full building?
It is.
Okay.
The land beneath it too.
The land as well? I'm going to ask my dragon, Quanon, to come in and use violet flame. Use his violet flame outside the building, around and in and throughout the building, and the land as well. Clearing and cleansing. Tell me when you see him and if it's done.
I see him and he's working hard.
May I ask the other dragons to assist him, please?
Absolutely.
Thank you. I'm feeling that energy. Is it done?
Just about.
I thank them for the beautiful work that they do and their assistance.
And they're starting to fly away.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your help.
Thank you.
Who was her guide that was trying to come through? Would her guide like to come through and speak now? Was it a Koshe or another?
Akasha is who is with her now. Akoshe has been in the past who has moved on.
Oh, okay. And now it's Akasha?
Yes.
Hello, Akasha.
Hello, my dear.
Thank you so much for coming and speaking today. What would you like to say to Rose today?
She is beautiful beyond her belief. Her soul is mesmerizing, and she will achieve many great things. Her journey is just beginning.
Yes. Any advice for her next steps?
Keep moving forward. Keep learning everything that you can. Keep inspiring others. The people that need to follow will follow.
Now, is it coincidence that you're as the guide Akasha in Akashic records? They seem similar.
There is no coincidence, no.
Are you part of the Akashic records?
I am.
May I ask for permission to begin to have access to those records as well? Is that something I am allowed for to have?
Your access is granted.
Thank you.
You are very welcome. You'll start noticing a difference within the next few days.
Thank you. Does that involve the seeing of the lives as well?
Your path will be unique, and just trust what you get.
I do appreciate that. I'm very grateful.
You are very welcome.
Now, she did have one question about her cat.
Her cat is actually in her lap right now.
Yeah, I saw him. That's why I wanted to bring it up. I know she's concerned and its health may be failing. Does the cat want to say anything to her today? I'm sorry, I don't know its name.
Her name is Devi, Devi.
Devi. Devi.
Devi. Yeah,
Devi.
Devi, like the Hindu goddess.
Oh.
That's how she was named after.
And should we do healing for Devi? Or is her time coming? And what does she want us to do? What does she want Rose to do?
Her time is coming, but she's not ready to leave.
Does Devi want to say anything to Rose? I see her giving love.
Just to share the love.
Is there any healing or anything that we can do to make it a little bit longer, time spent together?
I don't think that there will be anything that could extend her time.
Okay.
But we could at least do something to help ease her.
Okay, thank you. Is Rose familiar with all of her gifts?
She is not.
What gifts would you like to tell her about at this time?
She has more that she has yet to learn. They have not come to her just yet.
It's not time?
It is not time.
Should it come to her awareness of what it is? For example, if it's more psychic ability or...
When she is ready, she will know.
Okay. I remember that was the same advice given to me when I began my healing work.
She is in the same position you were at that point.
Yes, she'll have to do her homework.
She will.
Yes, I'm happy to maintain our friendship in that journey.
She is going to need your guidance.
Wonderful. That's exciting. Are there any messages for me at this time?
Keep shining your light. You have helped many, but you have many more still to come. Play a pivotal role in everything that is coming. You're not getting those teaching visions for a reason, or for no reason.
Oh.
You are a galactic teacher.
Is that why that one time I remember being in like a little ship and like coming into like a little portal that was a bathroom that you stepped down into?
That is correct.
I wished I remembered
That
more
was
of
your
that one. That one was cool. Maybe
that was
now,
your first introduction.
was I a walk-in?
No, you were a merger.
What is a merger?
It's where a galactic being merges with a human and they both share the same entity.
Ah, did that happen when I was 6 or at beginning of life?
It was when you were very young, yes.
I feel like it was when I was 6. I was told by my mother I almost died.
I would say that she is very accurate, and so are you on that.
A merger. I hadn't heard that term before. Thank you.
The reason why you are a merger was to save your life because it wasn't your time. They were there watching you before this happened because they foresaw it happening. They were ready to jump in at that moment.
What is the galactic aspect of myself? Is that Arcturian?
I'm not entirely sure because you've bounced around from different aspects.
I see. Yeah, I do know I've got Ra and Raziel and galactic. And then I also have galactic skull.
You're kind of a floater. You like to collect your knowledge from every different source that you can. So you bounce around from different place to place to place.
That sounds like me.
You use that knowledge to teach.
I see. Are we connecting with Elvin? She and I, Rose and I?
You are.
Have I been doing this all along or just recently?
You were only meant to know about it now.
I see. And is this why I'm able to channel the Fae or fairies? I'm not sure who do I channel? Is it one person or a group? I don't know.
The Fae is plural. A fairy is singular.
Right. I just know that I've channeled a couple times. And to me it's fairy light language, but I didn't know if it's like the collective or if it's
different ones.
Singular or different ones depending on where I am.
And depending upon what the situation is.
I see. Thank you. That's interesting knowledge. I didn't know. I wasn't sure.
You notice a slight different influx to every time you channeled?
Yes.
That's your key that it was different ones.
Yeah. I can hear that.
Pay attention to those minute little details. And if you pay attention to those little minute fluctuations in your daily workings, and every time you do your healings and your work and your channeling, if you analyze every little portion, you might get those little things that you are missing, that little bits of knowledge that can be added in, that could be key integral parts.
Okay. Thank you so much for that. Will Rose be speaking additional light language?
Oh, she has much more to come.
Okay. And then I just, before our session, had a really, almost like a lightning zap in my shin. What was that supposed to, is that my guides trying to give me a message?
Yes.
What are they trying to tell me?
Be careful where you walk.
Be careful where I walk. Am I going to step on something?
That's all that they're saying. It is for you to figure out.
Be careful where I walk. Yeah, it was really painful. Thanks. It's a big message, I guess.
They had to get your attention somehow because the other ways weren't working.
Yeah. Well, hopefully now that my ears are being cranked up, maybe I'll hear them a little better.
Ask them to work with you on that. They are there to assist in any way that they can. All we have to do is ask.
Okay. I thought I was asking, but maybe it's not. Maybe I'm not asking loud enough either.
Or maybe you're not asking in the correct way.
Oh, asking for my ears to be opened up so that I can hear my guidance more clearly.
Or how about saying, I request to connect with my guides so that the channel may be clear.
I request.
Always use the term request.
I request to hear my guides so that the channel may be more clear.
If you use the term I request, then that is catching their attention and allowing them to step in on your behalf. However, if you use it in different terms, that is not giving them access to step in on your behalf.
I see.
They listen to the terms I request.
Thank you. That's so important. And I think that's a lesson that many can learn. Since I'm in my teaching mode. I think that's why sometimes I'm asking about myself, because as I'm learning, those that are watching are learning as well. Is there anything else she needs to know at this time?
She will touch many lives in a way that she never thought would be possible.
I have a white scepter that I'm able to give. May I give her a scepter as well? It is meant to be shared.
Not yet. You will know when the time is right.
Okay. Is she able to get any DNA upgrades at this time that we haven't already addressed?
She's already been getting them. That's the reason why she hasn't been feeling well.
Ah, I see. And how are we managing with the new light energies coming in? Is that part of why she wasn't feeling well and why I've been so tired?
She has been feeling flu-like symptoms, but not truly being sick. And yes, she does have some physical things going on with an infection in her body. However, everything she's feeling is not just because of that.
So I typically will activate crystalline DNA within someone that I'm working with and doing clearing. Is this something that we can activate for her?
She is ready.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Activating her crystalline DNA. Tell me to what percentage she goes to.
She is at 50.
Thank you. Now, I've learned recently about crystalline chakras. When I activate crystalline DNA, am I also activating crystalline chakras?
No.
What is the purpose of activating crystalline chakras? And is this something that I should be beginning to work with as well?
Yes, and the knowledge will come to you as to how to work with that. And the significance behind that is that it takes us to a whole new level. You have your crystalline light body that is separate but yet integrated within the main body. So treat it as if it is its own entity.
I see. Now, is this, I don't know, pain in my neck and back that I'm feeling? Is this just energy that I'm moving, or is it
You
something?
have a blockage. You need to release.
Can you assist me with
the
that?
The energy's not flowing like it is supposed to.
Can you assist me with that? May I request that you help me release that? Why am I blocking?
Trauma from a past life.
Oh, I did do a lot of clearing recently. So the clearing happened, but apparently the blocking came along with it.
You awoken the blockage when you awoken the clearing.
Ah. Releasing that now. Letting that flow just like black inky liquid going down through my torso, through my legs, and down into Mother Gaia where I've been grounded, asking her to transmute that into light and love.
I have healed that injury from the past as well.
Thank you. It literally feels immediately better. It's so crazy. I love that. I just love how it's so easy to heal if we were only more open to it in our 3D bodies. To realize.
With this awakening, we will get there.
Okay. Let me ask you one more thing. Sometimes myself physically, I experience breakouts. Why are these breakouts happening? Is that also part of that clearing?
It is, as well as a minor allergic reaction.
What am I?
Because your body is detoxing.
Oh. I see. Now, I have been doing over-the-counter stuff to assist with that. Should I stop doing that?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any guidance on food for Rose?
You need to add apple cider vinegar to your diet to assist in the detox.
Is this for
along
Rose?
with lemon and raw. No, this is for you.
Oh, for me. Okay.
Apple cider vinegar, raw unfiltered, lemon juice, and raw unfiltered honey.
Thank you. Okay, now what's this pressure in my back just now happening?
You're feeling her.
That's Rose? Thank you.
Yes.
And that's just me helping to transmute, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, I feel like it happens a lot with when I'm working with energy work. Part of my assignment.
Don't be surprised if you feel a lot of strange things now that you have connected with her. From here on out, you're going to feel bits and pieces of her.
Why is that?
Because you guys were twins in the elven culture.
Oh, and is that like the movies where it's like, oh, I hurt my finger, and then she feels that her finger got hurt?
That is correct.
Really? Wow. Now, had we had awareness of each other before this? Like, in other words, prior to this meeting, was she experiencing things and I was experiencing things and they were like similar?
No, because you guys were separated.
Okay. So I take it we have some elven within us both.
That is correct.
Were we both females?
No, you were male.
Actually, after I asked it, I heard no, male. Wow.
You were shipped off to another elven nobility in another land because you were meant to be betrothed to the noble princess.
Did I not become betrothed, or I did?
You did.
Lovely. May we know our elven names?
It'll come to you when it's supposed to.
Thank you. With the Akashic records being available, as they start to become open to me in the next couple of days, will I also, did I ask this already? Will the sight, like the being able to see those images, come with it? I see a little bit here and there.
As I had mentioned before, your abilities will be unique, as will everybody's who accesses them.
Yes, yes.
So if it is what you desire, then ask of it. Request your guides and guardians.
Request my guides and guardians? Is that how you said that?
Yep.
Okay.
Because your guardians are there to guard you, to protect you. And sometimes that involves not allowing you to see things, not allowing you to do certain aspects because it is there to protect you. However, if you request for them to allow you to start seeing, they'll slowly trickle things in that is in your higher good.
Is astral travel one of those aspects that either she or I have access to?
She does. However, I think you can learn it.
Okay, I request my guides and guardians to assist me with astral travel. I have the idea of it. I've tried it. I just, at this point, am still waiting for the fruition of it, if that makes sense.
Don't wait, because
Travel?
if you wait, then you'll be waiting forever.
Okay. Then I request my guides and my guardians to start to teach me to astral travel. Astral travel school.
There you go.
Since I'm always apparently teaching, I guess I can be taught, right?
The day we quit learning is the day we die. And then we come back and we learn all over again.
We start over. Yeah, I'm still learning. It's too much to learn in one lifetime, that's for sure.
That's why there are multiple lifetimes.
Yeah, that
because
makes
the
sense.
moment we master everything there is to learn, then we move on into the next realm.
Yes, that makes sense. Kasha, I thank you so much for being here today. You've been so helpful.
You're very welcome. That is why I am here.
So helpful. And we're going to connect from here on out. That's incredible. So much to learn, and it's so fascinating. It's so exciting.
Oh, my dear, you are only touching the tip of the iceberg.
I know. I feel like I'm only like, I have books and books of stuff that I've like written from all this work that I've done, but I feel like I'm only on like chapter 1.
Oh, you are.
Here's one question. So, as I've been
Mm-hmm.
channeling light language from the galactics and the fairies and the dragons, I know I've asked for understanding. I have requested understanding, and I've also done like writing in light language. Will the understanding of it come more readily to me?
You need to open yourself up to it. That is where your ears come into play in hearing.
Yeah. So I'm at 75%, but you said that it's going to start to increase.
It is.
Will it be a fast increase, like by the end of the month?
It will increase when it and you are ready.
Okay. I love that. Divine timing is so good. So, anything else you'd like to share with the collective?
It is time to awaken. It is time to see your true potential. It is time to heal the darkness, heal the wounds that have been left behind. It is time to unite with love, in light, in healing, in unification.
Beautiful, just wonderful. I understand that the masculine, divine masculine, are going to start to feel their awakening.
Some have already begun.
Wonderful. How are they doing in my household?
Everybody works at their own pace.
Yeah, that's what I've come to figure out.
Continue to love and cherish the moment.
Yes. I'm still stuck on watch where I step. I don't think it actually means where I'm walking. I think it means where I'm treading.
Very well could be. We'll take this time, allow everything to soak in.
And now that we've got this beautiful connection too, we'll be able to chat easily.
You can call upon me at any moment. You know my energy now.
Well, thank you, Kasha. Beautiful.
You're welcome.
I guess I'll leave it at that. I think I've gotten all of her healing done, all of her questions, and she's got her activations and upgrades that are available to her for now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then I will thank everybody who's come to help in the session today for your guidance, for your assistance, for the angels and guides, guardians, elves, fae, dragons, for the skulls, the galactics, crystal skulls and galactic skulls both.
We prefer to be referred to as the divine.
As the divine. Thank you. Okay, then. I'd like to thank all of the divine who were here and assisting in this session today.